Spiritual living. I'm Reverend Darin Fenger, and I'm delighted that you're here and that Cupid did its work. Because I asked Cupid in the Yuma area not to shoot arrows of romantic and lusty love, but arrows of self-love, and it looks like it worked. That you are here by divine appointment for some self-love. And to celebrate love, because that's what we're doing today with our vow renewals. For the second time, a new tradition here. We have 3 couples. You're going to have to wait and see who they are. And how wonderful that we get to celebrate that type of love and all the types of love today. And then afterward, we have appetizers, savory goodies out in the family room, and our board meeting. So stay, welcome aboard, have a good time, and let's kick off our service in song, standing up, and turning you over to our fantastic music program.
Oh, great Spirit of love, giving freely, refusing none. Oh, great Spirit of love, eternal goodness flows like a flood. Oh, great Spirit of love, giving freely, refusing none. Oh, great Spirit of love, eternal goodness flows like a flood. Love is all is love. Join us in singing the music of one in all in one. No greater blessing neath moon and sun. Go back one. Oh, great Spirit of love, giving freely, refusing none. Oh, great Spirit of love, eternal goodness flows like a flood. Love is all is love. Join us in singing the music of one in all in one. No greater blessing neath moon and sun. Oh, great Spirit of love, giving freely, refusing none. Oh, great Spirit of love, eternal goodness flows like a flood. Love is all is love. Join us in singing the music of No greater blessing, oh great Spirit. No greater blessing, oh great Spirit. Neath moon and sun, oh great Spirit. No greater blessing, neath moon and sun, oh great Spirit. No greater
And also, welcome to everyone watching us online. I love to know that right now there are people all over the world watching us, and this video is going to keep being seen for a very, very long time. Welcome to everyone. And now I'd like to share with you a reading from our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, shared this morning by Ms. Petronella.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And happy Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So I'm reading today from Living the Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. And it goes section by section, so you can always find exactly what you're looking for. I love this book. So today I'm reading Getting and Giving. One of the laws of radiation says that the absorbing power of a substance is equal to its emitting power. So that means that ones that absorb the most must also be the ones which emit the most. So to state the proposition in another way, we can take in only what we give out. So Jesus said, "Give, and it shall be given unto you." Now here's a law in nature that's verified by science. And we believe that every law in physical nature is reproduced in the laws of the mind. So this would have to be so if the universe is one system, as we believe, rather than two, and if unity is to be maintained throughout the whole. So there's a reason for these things, and the reason that everything moves in a circle and everything bends backwards upon itself. So each one of us is a point in the infinite mind and a center in the consciousness of God, the living spirit. We don't live because we understand life or even put life into our own living. We live because life is in us. The whole thing is so simple that the simpleness eludes us. We look for a more profound reason. It just comes down to refuse to give love is to refuse to receive love. And to give love is to receive love. And so it is.
And so it is.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am Heather Epps, and I'm a practitioner from YCSL Tampa Bay, and I travel full time, and I was privileged with being asked to light the candles of faith. And as part of that, I wanted to actually interrupt and have a public service announcement for practitioners. If you are new to our beliefs, licensed practitioners have prereq classes, and then we have 2 years of intense study, and then become certified and licensed by the Centers for Spiritual Living. And anybody who's taken a class here knows how amazing and transformative and powerful they are. And those 2 years of practitioner training are that on steroids. It is life-changing. And I am mentioning this because I belong to a center that has about the same size attendance as this center does. And we have 5 licensed practitioners. And we've had as many as 7 that are committed to our center and serve our center in many ways. And I would be happy to talk one-on-one about what that's like and what the training's like. One of the things that we do is we offer prayer after service. So if anybody is interested in getting a spiritual mind treatment, I'd be lovely honored to gift you with a spiritual mind treatment. So just come see me after service. So that is my PSA for licensed practitioners, because I am knowing for the center to remain as vibrant and loving and supportive as humanly possible. Having some practitioners would be beneficial for you guys. And so I'm just holding that in consciousness that that is in your near future. All right, so with that in mind,
Candlelighters.
we are candlelighters. Now, I'm sorry I did not catch the names of our candlelighters. Elia, welcome, and Anna, welcome. Thank you so much for your help.
We both are starting practitioner training in September.
Ooh la la. Wonderful to hear, wonderful to hear. So, as we enter into the actual part of our program, the lighting of the flames of faith, we perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that people of all faiths and all lifestyles, all sentient beings, come from the one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light a candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light a candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light a candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light a candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light a candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light a candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light a candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light a candle for the universal religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light a candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. And as we light the healing candle, please say silently out loud or put in the Facebook comments the names of those you would like to hold in the healing flame of God's eternal love. And having spoken this truth, I anchor this truth, I anchor today's service, and the knowing that God is all there is. Every thought, every word, every person, place, situation, it is all God manifested right here, right now. And I know part of that manifestation is myself and each of you hearing my voice. That we are all made of the same God stuff that created this universe. It resides within each of us. And so I can know for everyone hearing my voice, whether it be in person or online, that you are exactly where you're meant to be, that you are going to hear exactly what you need to hear throughout the service, and that it will touch you in ways seen and unseen. And I can state this with full gratitude and the knowing that this is how the universe has been arranged for my benefit and for your benefit. I can sit in gratitude for each person hearing my voice. I can sit in gratitude for this community and the love that is so obviously within it. And having spoken these truths, I know that God is always listening, that this has been heard and acted upon right here, right now, that there is nothing else we need do, say, or be. It is done. And please join me
and releasing this prayer to the Spirit. I say, and so it is.
I remember all this, sweethearts. And thank you for remembering Reverend Darin. And he is going to give us a beautiful message about love, I'm sure, today. And so let's welcome him.
It's funny because people can say, yeah, the love day was yesterday, Reverend Darin. But, us ministers, we never really think it's a bad time to talk about love. Isn't it? It's the best thing, isn't it? I remember when I was a kid, when my mom watches this, in school you could pay 50 cents and get a little love note sent to somebody. Well, I've never had a Valentine. So my mother, knowing that, would send me little notes. So I mean, it looked like, hey, I must have some secret lover, but it was the best love of all, my mom. And that's sweet, so thank you, Mom. I love that. So yes, yesterday was Valentine's Day, but it's kind of Valentine's Day weekend. It kind of continues. And every year, Valentine's Day reminds me that this holiday has a vocabulary problem. It does. There's one word that it revolves around that's packed with so many meanings, lots of magic, probably just as much misunderstanding, and a little bit of misery. It's the most powerful four-letter word we have. It's love. Love is the most beautiful thing, and you could really say love is probably the only thing and the only reason. It is the foundation of life. and of our spiritual path. But there's so many ways to share love. There's so many reasons to share our love, and so many different types of love to be shared, but it's all packed into that one little word, isn't it? We said in foundations class, one of the students said, well, we only have one word in this language. I'm like, I know. A lot of other languages have many, many words for love, and we've got this one word, this one definition. And the trick is that around this time of year, well, from yesterday and this weekend, only one type of love gets all the airtime, doesn't it? The gooey stuff, the hard stuff, the candy stuff. And romantic love is important. And I thought, I got to put in here, I am not a hater. Not a hater. I am a romantic, and we'll get to that. But unfortunately, romantic love is what most people want, and lots of people get. And it's the stuff that inspires songs and poems and inspires weddings and gives people those warm butterfly feelings that's just wonderful. And it even has its own day. But Valentine's Day can be a bummer, can't it? Anybody here, maybe it's not your favorite day? Yeah, we have somebody waving big. Yeah, other people waving in their heart. Because it's a day sometimes if we focus only on that one type of love, people can feel left out. And whenever there's isolation, whenever we feel that we're abandoned or not connected with people, it actually makes our hearts sink, doesn't it? That's a terrible feeling. But instead, there are all kinds of love. We are made of love. That's our ingredient. That's the God quality that made us. So who is deserving of love? Everyone. Who should get it? Everyone. So Valentine's Day, Valentine, getting excited here. Valentine's Day is a great reminder for us to remember all the kinds of love, all the reasons to love, so our hearts can be at full capacity, giving and receiving love. And that all love can be expressed. And that we can remember that our love isn't just for our lovers, our nuestra amantes, that our love is for our family, for our friends, our neighbors. And neighbor means really everybody else on this planet, strangers, and ourselves. We kind of get left out sometimes, the loving ourselves thing. And that's really important, isn't it? And it's a part of our teaching, a part of what we like to share at Yuma Center for Spiritual Living, the importance of taking care of ourselves and loving everybody else. It's not one or the other, is it? It's everybody. It's both. And that's what inspired my little candies up there. Don't forget to love yourself. That it begins with us. This is our love portal. And we want to let it shine. We want to uplift people. We want to be like those Care Bears. Remember the Care Bears? They could shoot beams of love out of them. Well, the little Care Bear knew that they first had to take care of themselves, love themselves, be in a good place, practice good self-care. And hopefully that Care Bear was spiritual, because that's how to do it, in order to be open and to love and to let everyone feel that love. So did you send yourself a Valentine yesterday? Would you be willing to? If you send yourself a Valentine through the mail system of your heart, what would it say? And how would it feel to get that? And here's the juicy question. What could you tell yourself, heart to heart, in that love Valentine to yourself, that would heal you in an incredible way, free you in an incredible way, powerful you up in a beautiful way? Because all the loving starts here, that we are open, that our heart is alive. Again, and this is our love portal. It all begins, how we see love gauges how we see each other, how we value ourselves, how we love ourselves, and how we see each other through this lens of love and our beings of love. Because when we let the love inside us, we can shine it out. When we are open and receiving, giving that love, we're kinder to ourselves and we're kinder to others, aren't we? When we are open and giving and receiving love, we make better decisions for ourselves, and we want the same for others. We allow that good to flow in, that love to flow in, the love to go back out, be multiplied abundantly, come back to us, and what do we end up with? A beautiful, meaningful life. So my question for you, and I always say my question for me, is how can we love ourselves in a more deep, rich, and healing way? How does your body feel when you hear that? That idea of taking your own love affair internally to a deeper place. How does your heart feel when it hears that idea? Whatever you hear, you feel with those ideas, that's what's being called to be healed and to open up, to allow more in and to allow more out. Now, like I said, I am not a hater. I'm, in fact, a sucker for romance. My favorite, remember the movie Fried Green Tomatoes? Fabulous movie. Homework if you haven't seen it. I love the line, remember the two women are in love, but it's a long time ago and it's the South, so it has to be a love that does not speak its name. And remember how the passage in the Bible that was circled in the book of Ruth, remember the woman's name was Ruth, where you go, I shall go too. Your people shall be my people. Man, that's romantic to me. I will follow you. Our people will be the same, that we are family. To me, that's beautiful. And what's nice is, even though I still don't have a Valentine, that's okay, because our teaching is, yes, to want for ourselves, but to want that for everybody. You know, being a romantic, I love seeing people in love. I love getting to see people express that, especially in beautiful, healthy ways. And I love getting to know all the other kinds of love. Because sometimes doesn't friendship kind of get shrift? I think shrift is the word, doesn't it? Like friendship is a consolation prize. I'm like, well, that stinks. And I've had people, and I've been a little passive aggressive with people. They'll say, well, do you have somebody? And I say, well, yes, I do. No, do you have somebody important in your life? No, in a relationship. No, they'll say, no, a committed relationship. Yes, it is. Because let's really define what a friendship is. Now when they say romantic, if Home Office is watching, no. And that other stuff, no. But look at what friendship is. That is beautiful. That it is a deep sharing of life together. It is someone important in your life. It is a commitment. It is beautiful, and I love that. Because it's not the only type of love, romantic love, friendship too. And what's interesting is when Cupid, I mentioned Cupid earlier about the self-love. I never liked Cupid as a kid, and I think I was too literal. You're reading about Cupid, or what does Cupid do? Cupid shoots you with an arrow and makes you fall in love with the other person they shoot. That sounds terrible. Cupid, you're a jerk. Cupid needs science of mind. Because it's all here in our teaching about choice. Choice, and that nothing is ever forced or false. Nothing requires a poison-tipped dart for love. And I think Cupid too was a part of that kind of that propaganda machine on just romantic love. That there are so many types of love that we can share with people, and that we can live a bigger and fuller life because of that. And I love to remember, and we would tell Cupid, that love isn't just an emotion, it's spiritual. We were talking about that in Foundations class, you know, the gift that we can give and the gift that we can receive. And how Mr. Rogers, beautiful Mr. Rogers, said love is a verb. To love, you know, to want the best for someone, to nourish them, to appreciate them, to support them. Those are all the beautiful aspects of love that we know. Dr. Holmes would remind us that love in this teaching is a quality of God. So we say there is no spot where God is not. So let's do the math. I'm not good at math, but we can do this math. If God is everywhere and God is love, love is everywhere. We're surrounded by it. We're like the fish saying, I'm looking for water, I'm looking for water. We're immersed within love. And it's waiting for us to dial in, to dial up. Maybe that's more of a computer term, is waiting for us to connect with it and to know it. Dr. Holmes says this about love. Love is within us. It cannot be destroyed. It can only be ignored. To the extent that we abandon love, we will feel as if love has abandoned us. He said, denying love is our only problem, and embracing it the only answer. Through the power of love, we can let go of past history and begin again. Love heals, forgives, and makes whole. Yes to that? Yeah. Universe is listening. Yes to that. Doesn't that sound wonderful? And what love can do. Because sometimes I think concepts like love can look like, it's just a poetic concept. It's a bumper sticker. It's something cute. And this is real. It's that which shines that light within us when we are at our darkest. It is love that can show up in our minds and our hearts as that built-in spiritual guidance system when we are lost. And it's love is that voice within us when we have convinced ourselves that we are broken, we are disconnected, we're not worthy, we're not loved, there is no hope, and that message of love comes in to say, no, my beloved, you are love, you are God. Remember. And we do, and everything comes back together. So I always say, I wish you could overhear everything said in class, but it's all confidential. But if you could hear it, we were talking about it. I said to them, okay, God is love, let's talk about that. Let's talk that through. And it was wonderful to hear what people said. Again, not just a poetic concept, if God is love, what does that mean? And what came through is that if God is love, that means, and God is everything, that everything in this universe is offered to us. No strings attached, freely. It's present. It's for us to find. It's for us to go within. It's for us to call it into shape and color and design through our prayer work. If God is love, it means inspiration and support. That we are hooked up within, immersed within, built by this incredible cosmic intelligence that guides us, loves us, supports us. It is a cheerleader. God is like mom. I love mom, as you can tell. Your nurse, your cheerleader, your teacher, your everything. Your number one fan. That's what that is. And if God is love, it also means no judgment. Whew. Perfect understanding. The universe knows what it made. We get caught up in thinking we're broken and that we're less than. The universe never would think that. That we are given grace, we are given forgiveness, and that there is no punishment. None from the universe. The punishment comes from ourselves. As we know, we're punished by our mistakes, not for them. So if God is love, we have nothing to fear from a universe that would harm us, that would punish us, that would get mad at us, such a human term, so anthropomorphic, or that would ever withdraw and hold back its love from us. It wouldn't do that. So God is love. Look what we can hear from that, know from that. And to know that now, when we plant that, plant, so that when the caca does hit the fan, when things get hard, when the boat starts a-rocking and your feet get wet, there's a leak, to remember this. Immersed within a God of love, to support, to guide, to love, to lift us up. And to lift us up in all the types of love, and I'm going to list them. Number one, eros. We all know what that is. That's romantic love. Philia, deep friendship. It's nice to see that honored. Agape, love for everyone. That's spiritual love. Philautia, I always forget how to say that one, is the love of the self. I hope that's not a sign. The love of ourselves. Storge is family love. Look at all those different types of love, and they're within us, wanting out. They're all around us, wanting in. Is there any type of those loves that you are ready to share more or to receive more? I love the agape love. And to me, that's like namaste consciousness. Namaste, God within me, honors a God within you. That's what love means. Because some of these people say, well, hold on, pump the brakes, Rev. I don't want to go love everybody. We can love someone who maybe doesn't have a place in our lives. We can love someone from afar. We can love somebody through healthy boundaries. All that means is to say, that person, no matter how they're showing up, no matter how they're acting or believing in their own little mix going on inside, they are a child of God, as am I. That's beautiful, that we can share that with everyone. And look at how we think of world peace. We think of the wars going on, and it says us versus them. For us to have the consciousness in our minds that we are all family and all receiving and deserving of that beautiful love. To me, that makes an incredible difference and could bring us all together. Again, not just romantic love, but love of all of those flavors, God flavors, as Bettinella and I were talking about. So my research on love, there's a theory, and I thought this is interesting. It's said that it's a belief that we fall in love with 3 people, or 3 types of people during our lives. So I'm going to list them and see what you think here. They say the first one is our young, idealistic love, the juicy, romantic stuff, the woo love, the butterfly love, the one that seems like a fairy tale. I'm ready. The second one is what it's called our hard love. Oof. This is the one where we learn who we are, what kind of love we want, what kind of love we don't want, and it can kind of hurt. There's a lot of lessons there. And our third love is the one that lasts. The one that we didn't see coming. The one that was really easy. The one that's really natural and knocks us off the feet, and we never planned for it. Now, these people really mean 3 different people, which I'm like, that's a busy dance card. Maybe even too much for me. In my heart, I think those 3 people are us in different stages in life. Doesn't that make sense? At first, we're young, we're bright, we're fresh out of the box, it's easy to love. We maybe haven't been stomped yet or crushed or had our hearts broken. And we do believe in the fairy tales, which I believe are true. But then we get into that second part where we kind of love how we think we should love who we think we should love. And the beating up on isn't coming from someone else, it's coming from us. Until we meet our third love, which is really our third phase in our own growing up, where we learn to love ourselves. And it's natural, and it's easy. We didn't know we planted a seed and something beautiful just blossoms. Doesn't that sound nice? So if we're not in our third, let's get there. And let's ask ourselves how we can get there. How open our hearts, our portals. To ask ourselves, what could inspire us to allow more in and to allow more out? Do we feel worthy of sharing our flavor of love? Do we feel safe in doing so? Because it's beautiful. When we take care of our hearts, we not only take care of ourselves, but think of when we say we love somebody, when we call them to mind, when we pray for somebody. Aren't we putting them inside our hearts, in our emotional, spiritual center? And is that a warm and safe place for people? Is that a place that can nourish them and that can lift them up and know their very best? So our work on our hearts, I'm an old reporter, here's the bad news. It's ongoing. Ready for the good news? It's ongoing. People will say, I'm not there yet. yet. And I'm like, well, good, because you're not an opera, you're not a fat lady, and you haven't sung. It's not done yet. If we are not completely healed yet in our hearts, it's just not done yet, and we continue. So that's why we do our spiritual work, to remember who we are, and to remember that we were built to be big lovers. It's in our design. We don't have to install anything. We have to have a deck built. We don't have to have a heart built. It's perfect in its design. And it's designed to function in our best interest. What we're called to do is to remember this, to be kind to ourselves, to love ourselves richly and to give love richly, and to do our spiritual work and turn to that universal love that knows our wholeness, that knows our worth, and does not need to be convinced of anything because it is right here. Dr. Holmes says, if we make ourselves receptive to the idea of love, we become lovable. We become lovable to the degree that we body love, then we are love. He says this is why people who love are loved. It does not pay to hate, for hate is a human idea. Love is a divine truth. Unchanging, eternal, waiting to bring itself into all of us, press it up against us, immersing us. He says, and love is something that the more you give, the more you get back in return. How powerful is that? But refusing to give it out seems to short circuit any possibility of its returning. Well, we don't do that. We do the other one. We give out love in faith, knowing it returns to us multiplied abundantly. We say that here every Sunday. It's not just our financial gifts, it's whatever we give out returns to us multiplied abundantly. All of that love. So I encourage you to, wherever you are in your love affair with yourself, that sounds egotistical, it is not. And remember why? Because we know this to be true of everyone. We know this worth and this value and this wholeness to be true of everyone. So I encourage you to take in your spiritual work your love affair with yourself, no matter where it is, to a deeper level. If you're already there, take it deeper. If you haven't taken yourself out on the proverbial first date yet, I encourage you to do that. And to remember your heart in your prayer work, in your affirmations, in your meditation, to open your heart, to ask it, what are your delights? What would you love to feel? Who would you love to love and lift up by that love of your heart? It's powerful. And that can be your vow to yourself. We, of course, have our three couples today renewing their vows. But as is also tradition during the talk, I'd like to ask all of us to make a special vow to ourselves, to practice that first love, to practice that self-love. So I end my talk by inviting you to join me with an affirmation of self-love. And shall we say this? Valentine, from you to you, together. I look within and find someone worthy for me to love, knowing I am my one constant companion in life. I give myself the gifts of self-care, acceptance, and forgiveness. I choose me and allow love of every kind to fill my life, and so it is. Thank you, beloved. And I can't wait to hear how the love affair progresses. Thank you. And since we have our special ceremony today, we're going to skip special music and go straight into the offering.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, special music. Yeah.
Wait. Offering.
Oh, sorry.
If you would join me in our affirmative giving blessing. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It is evidence of my commitment
multiply it and send it back to you. Circulation, circulation, like the water raining down to grow the flowers up through the ground. Circulation, circulation, the universe you give into will multiply it and send it back to you. Circulation, circulation, like the water raining down to grow the flowers up through the ground. Circulation, circulation, the universe you give into will multiply it and send it back to you.
Well, our circle of abundance has brought us Miss Sandy Klein. We are very blessed. We always have been. Our founders had the foresight to pay off our mortgage very quickly back in the 70s, possibly 80s. And even through lockdown and COVID, we survived, not only survived, but we thrived. So we are very grateful. We are all connected. We have this love for each other and this love for this center, and for that we are happy. And so it is. So it is.
Have to sit down for a sec. Yay! For announcements, it's Appetizer Day, which is always a wonderful day. They're just savory. They are happy. So the treats will be served out in the family room, and a great time for us to spend time together, to get to know each other, and then to get ready to come to our board meeting, which is we will be here in the sanctuary, and everyone is invited to that. Whether you're a member or not, just a supporter, and want to come and see how it works, please come to the board meeting. And our new member ceremony, man, we are busy lately, is next week. So if you've received a message from me on Messenger, check your messages, Justin. We've got just the best group of people coming together in their conscious commitment to this teaching and to this center. So that will be next Sunday, which means it'll also be Stone Soup Sunday, which is fun. So our kitchen goddess Michelle will have the kettle of soup with rocks in them, clean rocks, that will be ready for us. So when you come next week, bring a vegetarian ingredient for soup that you love. You know, it could be herbs, it could be noodles, it could be beans, any kind of vegetables. It could be crackers and croutons, all that kind of good stuff. And anything that's meant to go in will go in and cook and bubble throughout the service, and at the end of service we'll be ready for us to enjoy together. That will be our potluck. And if you have any ideas for some extra desserts or salads that we might want to bring, get with Michelle, and she'd be lovely and happy to know that you're bringing that. And then on February 23rd, 7 p.m., we are in for a powerful message from the Moses of her people, the ultimate conductor on the Underground Railroad, Harriet Tubman, is going to come here through the heart, through the mind of Vernell Ball. Now, I happen to have Harriet's phone number, and she and I were talking this week, and the message is not one of retelling her story. It's her call to us, our message to us. There was a problem during her time, and she turned within and used her spiritual tools to find strength to be the answer that was needed and deserved then. She's going to call us to find out where in our world would we like to see a change, and how could we be that. So thank you for now. That's going to be awesome. And we have a concert we're going to at our sister center up in Palm Springs. Anything you want to say? On March 1st.
If you haven't heard him, he's great. you can check out his music on any of your platforms. And we do a lot of, actually the song we did, "Oh Great Spirit," in the beginning was one of his, and a lot of the music we do here is his. So he's very spiritual, and it's going to be a great concert. And it's not that expensive either.
So get with Steve because it's CSL Palm Springs, and it's early evening on that Sunday. We'll have enough time to be here for the service, and then carpool up to Palm Springs. And because we gain an hour, the time change works perfectly. And Gary Lynn Floyd has been here before. He's performed at the center about 2 times before he got really big. Now he's really big, and he's served as the official musician for all of Centers for Spiritual Living. He is fantastic. So if you want to go on that wonderful road trip, see Steve, and he can help you get tickets. And now we've come to that part that I know I've been waiting for, that we've all been waiting for, our 2nd annual Renewal of Vows ceremony. So, what a beautiful reminder that the greatest gift we can ever give someone is love. So as I shared earlier this morning, that love takes so many forms, and that it's just simply beautiful when 2 hearts, no matter what form, no matter what the relationship, are called to be together. And today, right now, we're celebrating a kind of love that isn't just a family or a birth, but a family of choice. That beautiful romantic bond when 2 people say, I choose you as my beloved partner at my side, not just for a little while, but for the entire journey of our lives. Today at YCSL, we have the honor to share in a powerful and beautiful experience as 3 couples step forward to renew their vows to each other. And it's going to be a special experience. And I invite them to come forward now. First, Judy and Bill. Tina and Pat. Look at that beautiful photo. I think the look on Tina's face says it all. Right, what you need. Have a seat. Okay. And next, Lane and Rolf. It's beautiful to see how committed love is showing up this morning. These marriages don't simply reflect a single I do years ago, but conscious commitments to their beloved, that through the best and the beautiful, the tough and the trying, this is the person they've chosen to have at their side every day for life. These years of love have led them to today, to this moment, when they're making that conscious choice one more time, rededicating and renewing their promises of love. And today, those promises are being recommitted. And what's beautiful is we are fortunate enough, all of us, to be here witnessing this beautiful event as friends, witnesses, and as chosen family. And we know that these vows are heartfelt promises. They aren't just spoken. Each vow is felt, meant, and stated out loud in the midst of everyone sharing this celebration and all the beautiful moments that have brought them to this moment. So as we prepare for this, we open our hearts through the gift of song. I welcome forward Steve.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? For I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. For I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. For I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you.
Beautiful, Steve. Thank you. And as is tradition with this ceremony, I always say to the couples, you can write your own vows if you like. And I'm pleased that, again, they've all said yes. For those vows, those promises, those declarations of love to come from them directly, from them completely. And here is the water we will use to bless through the ceremony of ritual, to bless this rededication of love, to purity and life and love, and in the affirmation of that continued love. And my beloved couples, you've been entrusted with one of life's most beautiful, meaningful, challenging, and sometimes daunting duties. You have been entrusted with the care of another person's heart. So in that, we turn now to the time of our beautiful vows shared for each other. I'd like to call forward Judy and Bill.
I think we're number 3. The 3 types.
It's on.
Forever.
So, 53 years ago. 53 years ago, we embarked on an adventure, and it's led us down some unexpected paths. We blended a family. We added a couple more kids to the family. We even started a business together and survived that. Love and laughter and mutual respect have been the hallmarks of our adventure. And 53 years of happiness. So my vow to you is to continue to enjoy each day as it unfolds in life for us, and to remember to thank God each day for putting us together for the ride. I love a great and kind man.
I have a confession to make. We cannot renew our vows. We didn't have any vows when we got married. We got married before a justice of the peace, and there was Judy and I think we had 1 or 2 friends there. That was it. No ceremonies, no party, no nothing. But that was 53 years ago. And when God saw 2 broken pieces, I cried a lot.
It's true.
It's joy.
He saw 2 broken pieces and he said, I will be your glue. As we're learning to love ourselves more, because God loves us, we have more to give to each other. And you've brought me much closer to God. You've made me a better person. I love you.
In the name of sacred love itself, and by the authority of the promises you have made publicly to each other here today, I declare your renewed love and commitment and your readiness for countless years ahead. Hand in hand, heart in heart, you may kiss each other. Oh, thank you. Good job. That's all good. Beautiful. And now I'd like to welcome forward Tina and Pat.
We just followed, the first time we did our vows, it was just, just follow what they told us, and this time, boy, it made you, I don't know.
Right from the heart.
From the heart, okay, and I'll let my husband start first.
Oh, okay.
We didn't.
I
can't remember my vows. No. But we met through the internet, and it's been 19 years in September, so. We've had a really great life, and I love my wife very, very much. The vows I wrote the whole story, how we met, and you know, where we talked for 2 months before we even met each other over the phone. Because I lived in Spokane and she lived in Toppage, which is next to Yakima, where she did, and which is about, I don't know, about a 3-hour drive. So, and used to go back and forth every day. Even after we got married, we still lived apart, you know. And finally, I became disabled and I moved to Toppage. And then it was kind of a trying time. And I think it was just true love that kept us together. And I truly love my wife. And we were married in 2007, you know, September 15th. And that's about all I can say. I just truly love my wife.
I looked it up in Google because I've never done this before. And I go, okay, you know, I worried so much. I got out of the hospital and I kept, you know, thinking, what am I going to write? And so I go, well, you know what? I'm just going to do it the Tina way. Yes. Well, I, Tina, cherish and love you, Patrick Hill Shea. You've been there with me through the most difficult times in my life. Especially this current medical issue that and I seen the beauty that you carry and the love that you carry for me. You are my rock. You give me words of encouragement when I need them. You're my warrior. You take the day to pray while we go through this stuff that you remind us on faith and trust. You're my messenger. You let my family and friends know all my health, include prayers for me. That way I don't worry, because you know I'm a worrywart. You're my provider. You do my role as a cook. My favorite is that soup. You know that's it. You do things I know it's hard to do. Well, there is at home that you do it. And you're my compassionate one, because every time we watch a movie, we're both crying. Whether it's a movie or story, we're just so, I don't know, we're always just on the same page regarding that compassion when we see movies. And I also love that you take the initiative and you make the box for the homeless people. You know, you say, okay, we got a box out there, so make sure, you know, that we put it in when it starts raining. So that is just, we're in the same page. We're very compassionate about people that we love. And we share with God because everything comes from our hearts. We are one because He made us one and we're just united. And I never want
to me that my heart will always be with you.
Yeah.
Always be with me. The purity of the water that represents the purity of your life. In the name of sacred love itself and by the authority of the promises you have made publicly to each other today, I declare your renewed commitment and your readiness for countless years ahead, hand in hand, heart in heart. You may kiss. Thank you.
Good job.
And now, Lane and Rolf.
We wrote out our vows that we did a long time ago, but, well, this is gonna be our 54th year of marriage. We got married when we were 20, but I saw Rolf, we went to kindergarten together. He was in the morning class, I was in the afternoon class, and this tall boy walked in, and I thought, and I didn't even talk to him or know him at all then, but we're in a small town and we grew up together, and he has helped me with every problem I've ever had, from math to skiing to bicycles falling apart, whatever. I don't know. We were young when we got married, and then we went to school and started a business together, and we ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner together for a lot of years. This seems like such a miracle, because three years ago we didn't go our own ways, but we did some alone stuff, traveling and learning, and we are back now more whole, I think, than we were. And part of it is this church, this center, and I'm learning words, but so I'm going to say my vows that we said back
Oh, I'll say
then.
something else.
Oh, okay.
You can see what my life is like. And really all I want to say is, Darin, your talk today was beautiful and love. And Lane and I have definitely been through the first stage, the second stage, and now we're in the third stage.
Yes.
Which is absolute truth.
Yes.
And so I will
Set this.
Do you want to wait for the?
Oh, yeah, you can have that. Oh, yeah.
In the name of God, I, Lane, take you to be my husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until we are parted from this life to our next life, forever. This is my solemn vow.
In the name of God, I, Rolf, take you, Lane, to be my wife. To have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until we are parted into our transition into our next level of love. This is my solemn vow.
name of sacred love and in the authority of the promises you have made publicly to each other today, I declare you renewed in your commitment and ready for countless years ahead, hand in hand, heart in heart, together, you make this. Beautiful, beautiful love. Oh, what great inspiration for us all. And on that note of celebrating love, thank you so much for being the witnesses of this love. May their love come out from their hearts in beautiful beams to lift ours, to open ours, and may we all simply be more loving in our joyous commitment to love ourselves and to love the world. And let us end our ceremony traditionally by standing up, making a circle, and singing the peace song. If we could, and have our couples be in the middle. Our circle represents the very best of the diamond ring. Our couples want to get inside the circle? Yep, inside. Yep.
Oh, in the middle.
Is it inside the circle?
Okay, we can hold hands.
We're gonna aim our love to them, and their power, they're loving us. We have the words on the screen. Okay.
Glad I'm not the only one that cried.
Out of dry eyes.
Ready?
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our power, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Repeat after me, please. Something wonderful is happening in my life right now.
Something wonderful is happening in my life right now.
I know it.
I know
I
it.
believe it.
I believe it.
I accept it.
I accept it.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
And so it is.
And so it is.